Hello YouTube. Today I'm gonna be installing some LED rock lights on my truck. I bought on Amazon. So here we go, guys. Dirty Dude. So this is the pods. As you can see, the little LEDs, the blue, green, and red. I'm taking the flat one. And the control box. And these install with a little screw-on plastic that screws onto the control box, as you can see. So I'm gonna connect them all so I could test them before I actually install them. So these have a little arrow. Let me see if I could focus. There you go. Well, these have a little arrow that match up with the control box, because it actually has a little tab. They have an actual tab, so you won't mess up. I made these with a 16 gauge wire and some alligator clips. And that's how I'm gonna test the lights. As you can see, all the lights seem to be working, and now time to install them. On installing the front passenger, I had to put it a little on the side. On the driver, I put it in the middle, but the reason is I put it towards the side was because of the coolant reservoir sits right here. You can see that's where one of the bolts stick out. I also had to raise the reservoir a little bit so I wouldn't screw into it, and I had to do that removing 3 bolts. 1, 2, 3. So the one's over here sitting. And before I remove those, I had to remove this computer, which also has 3 bolts. There's 1, 2, and 3 over here in the back. That's the driver. That one's right in the middle. I had a little problem with this bracket putting on the other bolt, so maybe you could use a self-drilling screw. Maybe it'll be easier on you. That's what I'm going to use on the rear. So in the back, I used those self-tapping screws, but first I had to drill some holes with a 532 drill bit. So I have no room to tuck in the wire, so what I used was great stuff, gaps and crafts foam, and then the next thing I'm gonna do is just cut the excess and spray paint it black. And in the back I had to drill the holes with a 532 drill bit and just use the self-tapping screws. So in front I don't have the skid plate, so there's a plastic in between the oil filter and the radiator. I ran all the wires through the frame and zip tied it to the existing wires, and then the control box I just drilled it in between the frame to the body. And there you go. This is Bluetooth. It's connected to the through Bluetooth. You can see you can change colors as easy as that. Change the poles. I also wanted to take time to thank everyone for supporting my channel. Everyone follow me on Instagram, especially Drifting Kid Gaming, United Blazer, Blazer Nation, Ben Knowledge and Co. Thank you guys for everything. Well, there you go, guys. I have the light rocks finally installed. I put one in each tire well, and one in the front and one in the back. I'm probably gonna have to put one on the side so I could make it look a little bit more even. Well, there you go. Like always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.